The cards. 6-deck Blackjack. Dealer stands on all 17s. No surrender. Blackjack pays 3-2. Shoe number 2 of the 5-way comparison of Martingale, Paroli, 1326, and Fibonacci versus flat betting. If you've been keeping up with my channel, welcome back. Thanks for watching. If you're new, hope you enjoy. Let me explain what's going on here. I start by showing you all the cards to show you that they're all here. I show you the complete shuffle procedure so that you can see that I did not try to set the deck up in any particular way to favor any particular betting system. I'm not endorsing any betting system. Just trying to run an honest test. We do a series of 7 shoes before we do a summary. So we've already done that for Paroli, 1326, and Fibonacci. The Martingale tests were done slightly differently, where I used single and double decks instead of a 6-deck shoe. That was when I first started making these, so as I was getting the hang of it, come around and probably do some more Martingale tests over time. What we're trying to see is, well, what we did in the individual test is, and the reason why we use a flat better is we're testing to see if betting systems can do better than flat betting, which should represent the house edge. And you will read in most places, they will tell you that no betting system in the long term can beat the house edge. So we're putting that to the test. And then when we're doing this, we're trying to get a direct comparison between the systems to see which one has the best edge, if they have an edge at all. So it takes a few minutes here for me to do this, but like I said, then it lets me show you that everything's authentic, and it gives me a chance to explain a few things. You may skip ahead if you like, or just be patient. Okay, it doesn't take all that long. Okay, continuing to use my automatic card shuffler really helps out a lot. I think more than anything, it keeps me from bending my cards too much when I do the riffle. And it works pretty well as long as you do what I just did. Do a good shuffle procedure, but also do that thing. It's called stripping the deck. Just introduces a little bit more variety into the way the cards are ordered. And so does that, what I do in the beginning there, washing the deck. That just makes it so that they're not all just stacked up in perfect order. Just kind of gets them started with a little bit of randomness, and then doing this shuffle procedure, which I picked up from watching another channel. I give her a plug here since I found it very useful. She calls it Vegas Aces. In no way affiliated, just saying that that's how I found out how to do this. She's a pro Vegas dealer. She has some nice instructional videos about how to deal blackjack, how to do shuffles. I think she does get into some other games. So other than, I'm not manually shuffling, and I obviously don't have that big continuous shuffler. This takes the place of me doing the riffle of the cards. Okay, so we're testing Martingale, Paroli, 1326, and Fibonacci against flat betting. They are all progressive betting systems. Martingale and Martingale and Fibonacci are what would be called negative progressive betting systems, and Paroli and 1326 would be considered positive progressive betting systems. What that means is, on a negative progressive betting system, you increase your bet when you lose, and you decrease it when you win. And a positive progressive, you increase your bet when you win, and you decrease it when you lose. The different systems have different objectives, basically. We'll get into that as we go. I guess I have a second here. The idea behind the Martingale is that you close out your losing streak with a gain of one bet unit, of one base bet unit. Similarly, the objective of Fibonacci is to close out your losing streak at break even. Paroli, what you're doing is you're pressing your bet. So when you wager and you win, you don't take the winning, you leave it and your original bet out there. And the 1326, that is the 1326 is the number of betting units that you will change on wins, consecutive wins, as you go through the sequence. So you'll see it as we go if you're not familiar. So it's actually pretty. I think there's a good chance for you to learn and be exposed to them, see how they work. We play by basic strategy, which I'll give him a plug to, which I get from the Wizard of Odds website. If you've been doing your research, you've probably come across him. Basic strategy is just what you may also know as the card or the book. It's just the mathematically correct way to play. We do not deviate from that, even if you're. I'm not keeping doing a card counting. Oops. But if you are, we're not going to deviate from that. I've said in a few other videos we could technically play cards up, because we don't. We do whatever for the dealer. We do whatever we're supposed to do, no matter what. Here are our cut cards. Stick one here on the back. We'll simulate a player cutting the deck. There we go. Bring that around. We look for about a 75% penetration, although I think I've probably been coming closer in more to 80. That's fine. We've been getting at least 45 hands playing heads up against the dealer out of a 6-deck shoe. Okay, and we do keep track as we go. All right. I guess I'll put these out first. Each of these betting squares will be where the different systems put their wagers. That one will be Martingale. This one will be the Paroli. This one will be the flat. This one will be the 1326, and this one will be the Fibonacci. Now, when you usually play, everybody gets their own hand, but we're playing all on the same cards, because otherwise, if Fibonacci gets good cards and Paroli gets bad cards, Fibonacci's going to look better than Paroli. So that's why you have to go. That's why we have to go on the same set of cards. I think you can see that. I know that it cuts out in here somewhere, but that's all the space there is. Okay, every player starts with 50 units. I know it's a little dark. It's really cloudy and raining here today, and I'm using mostly natural light. But I think you can still see. So those are 2 blues, which are 10s, 4 reds, which are 5s, and 10 whites, which are singles. Now those represent bet. See, it's in there. Those represent bet units, not dollars. So what you need to do is you need to scale this up into dollar amounts. So if you're at a $5 table, 1 unit is $5. If you're at a $25 table, 1 unit is $25. Okay, all players start with a base wager of single unit. That would be the table minimum. So and then the table maximum would be 100 units. So that's like playing a $5 table with a a $5 table with a $500 limit. That matters a lot for both Fibonacci and Martingale. It won't matter for the flat, most likely won't matter for Paroli, won't matter for the 1326. Okay, let me just try to get it going because these are proven to be a little bit longer because there's much more to do. Burn card. Okay, everybody puts out single unit for their first opening wager. Okay, and here we go. And I do keep the strategy card right over here just in case I need to check against it, because I don't want to make mistakes. This is the first time we've had a split doing this. A pair of twos to a three is a split. So this will be fun. Just kind of tighten up here. Everybody puts in another one over here. It'd be really fun if we get resplits. Try to keep you in the frame. If you don't trust me by now, too bad. This side first. 12 to a 3 takes a card. 13 to a 3, just making sure. Yeah, that one stands. Okay, we'll play this hand. 9 to a 3 is a double down. Everybody brings out another unit, puts it behind. Single card. 18. 5. 14. 19. This hand loses. This hand loses. So they both lose. Okay, now it's going to get fun. So because I keep track of what you're losing, I need to keep track of what you're losing for Fibonacci and Martingale, because I'll show you the Fibonacci sequence, which I have around here. We're going to need that. So there's the 1 and the 1 doubled down. There's the Martingale loss and the Martingale 1 and double down. Okay, and then everybody else, for flat, Paroli and 1326, those are just losses. Since they're positive progressive, we don't have to worry about those. Okay, great. So opening hand, you take those out. We get into some of the confusing things about Martingale and Fibonacci. Like I said, I keep them, their present losing streaks over on the side so that I can keep track of things. Okay, well, first, all right, well, I have it here. Fibonacci. Okay, the way that Fibonacci works is every time you lose, you move down in the sequence. So if you lose your first wager of 1, you move to the next one, which is also a 1. And then you move to the next one, which is 2, and then to 3, to 5, 8, 13. The way the progression goes is you add up the two last numbers that you were on to get the next one. So as you can see, 1 and 1 is 2, 1 and 2 is 3, 2 and 3 is 5, 3 and 5 is 8, 5 and 8 is 13, etc. I stop it at 89, even though it does keep going, because the table limit is 100. The next number in the sequence would be 55 plus 89 is 144. Irrelevant, because you can't get there. If you were to bust out, you're going to bust out in here most likely, unless you've done really well. So the Fibonacci most likely won't hit the table limits. Okay, so we figured this out when we did the original Fibonacci versus flat bet series. When you have a double, okay, so when you lose, you move down. Okay, you move down one spot. When you have a double loss, like when you lose a double down, you move 1 plus another 1, and then you'll make that up on your way back up. Oh, so did I say? Okay, so when you win, you move back 2 positions. So you bet 1, you lose, you lose. You at the 2, and if you win the 2, you move back 2 positions, which would complete the cycle, because you would win back these 2 individual units that you lost. Once you get down here, you're to the 3 and farther. Let's say you're at the 8, you move back 2 positions, 1, 2, and then you're at the 3. And if you win that, you move back 2 positions. You're betting 1, but you're still at this position. I'll show you that more as we get going. Why that's important here is this is actually the first time we've had a triple loss. We've had plenty of double losses. So instead of just moving down one position, we move down an extra position for every additional base wager that was lost. So you were here, you lost one, and then you lost the double down, and then you move one for the first loss, then you split and you lost that and the double down. So you lost 3 units, which are right there. That doesn't mean that that's exactly where you are, but you go one. What we've been doing is, we've been going 1, 2, an extra one for each. So you went the first one, and then you lost 2 additional ones, 1, 2. So you're at the 3. Okay. So, and what did I say? When you win when you win, you move back 2 positions. But when you win after a double loss, you move back an extra position. Or if you win after the 3, you would move back an extra 2 positions. Okay, so what you're going to be at in Fibonacci is you're going to be at the 3. When you win, you're going to go back 2 plus another 1 and another 1, which would, yes, that puts you back past here, but it's just like winning here, and you're going back 2 positions. I know it's confusing, but I wanted to explain it to you. So you understand what's happening. Now on Martingale, hopefully I won't have to explain this again too much. On Martingale, the idea is that you your next wager is going to get back all your losses plus 1 unit. So generally you lose 1, your next wager you're going to bet 2 because you want to get this one back plus another one. Okay, but because you had a split and a double down, we have to look at what your loss column is. Right now your loss column is 3. So in order to get Martingale back to on the next hand, it's not a move back 2 situation like Fibonacci. In order to get back to all your losses plus 1, it's 3 plus 1. So Martingale's going to wager 4. I'm going to put that out right now before I get even more confused. Keep this loss column over here. Fibonacci was at 1. It lost 1, and then it lost the split and the double down. Its next wager is 3. Let me just put that out. Okay. Everybody else is a wager of 1. And we can finally play the second hand. I'm sorry for that, but I hope you appreciate that I'm trying to keep it clear. And not trying to just do it really fast and you have no idea what's going on. Okay. Great, another double down, soft 13 to a 6. At least it's not also a split. Okay, you need some change already. I don't give that to you out of your loss column. I give it to you out of the rack. Okay, double down, single card. 12, 11, 12, 20. Oh, great. Okay, so Fibonacci, we're just going to move those off. They're still here in the loss column, the 2 stacks of 3. These all lose. And Martingale also loses. I'll keep that in the Martingale loss column. Okay. Again, we were at, I do have to bring this out. I'll try to be fast. We were at the 3 position, okay, with Fibonacci. We lost, but then we lost the double down, so we're going to skip the 5 and go down to the 8. We're going to have to remember now that we are, this is the 3rd extra move that we've made down. So if we win the 8, we're going to move back 2 plus 1, 2, 3. And let me just show you. Okay, so we're at 8. That would if we win the 8, we should complete the cycle. Let's see. 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. That's 9. So you would actually still be, I guess, here. Maybe you don't move back all those extra spaces. I haven't had a chance to figure this out because it hasn't really come up. So I guess we would have to go with, you win back 8, you're here. So that would mean we only went 1, 2 back. All right, well, I never said it was not confusing. so he's going to wager 8. You need to give him some change. Boy, this is what, the second hand? Could it be any more difficult? So maybe we... let me just think for a second. If we wagered 5, and we move back 2, 1, no, that doesn't work. So maybe, okay, I don't know. I don't know how to figure it out, how to explain it. I guess instead of going back 2 plus 2, or plus, go back 2 plus 1 plus 2, we would be there. Instead of even though we went down 1, 2, 3. Oh, because we went down 2 extra places, we come back 1, 2, 1, 2. It does work. Does that make sense? I know this is making this video long. Look, I just want you to understand, because I'm trying to understand. We lost the 3. We moved down to the 3, and then we doubled down, so we had to. Now we're moving to the 8. So we move. If we win the 8, we'll go back 1, 2, and then I guess just the twice. No, I thought I had that will work. Anyways, if you're going to play Fibonacci in the casino, not only should you take the basic strategy card with you, you should take that little chart. Because they're not going to keep your loss column over here for you. So and maybe a pencil. You're going to somehow, when you get to these situations, you're going to somehow have to figure out how to keep track of where you are in the sequence. Okay, so Martingale, got to figure this one out too, is 3 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a total of 11. So Martingale's a little easier. In order to get back 11 plus 1, he's got to wager 12. Okay? That's not as hard. You will probably need to keep track of that as well in a casino somehow. Can we play the third hand now, please? Yes. I'll just offset that so you can see it. Oh my God. Okay, the pair of 7s has got to be a split to a 7, and it is. Jeez. Thank you for being patient. I do appreciate it. And I hope you appreciate the effort that I'm putting in, because this is a little bit confusing. Oops. Oh yeah, and I'm going to change you to a couple reds just to keep it easier to see. No, single one. Okay, there. 8, 1, 1, 1, 11. Sorry, it should be, you're down, it should be 12. Let me just, you can't usually add extra chips, but obviously I have to do that. 3, 6, yeah, 11. Okay, so that 8 needed to be 12. My mistake. 12 for Martingale. Can we play this split hand now? This side first. 17. Okay, that's good enough. 17. Good enough. Come on. Oh, that's a lot of 7s, huh? 14. Oh, 20. Oh my God. More math. More, especially for Fibonacci, figuring out the chart. 3, 1, 2, 3. I mean, those are easy. And the Martingale, he was supposed to have. Why didn't he have one more on there? I never fixed that. We have to fix that. Sorry. There's Martingale's change. He has to fix that. In the casino, they wouldn't do this. But they don't. Yeah, okay. Alright, so, Alright, so that is the third hand. All 3 of these hands have been losers and splits or doubles. Okay, so where were we? Yes, I do have to bring this out again. Fibonacci, we were at the 8 we lost, and we lost again on the double, so we should be at 21. Yeah? This is what Fibonacci has left. He needs some change to make the 21 unit wager right there. 21. He's got 4 chips left. If he loses this, he's not buying in again. He's going to have to play with what he's got. Okay? 1, 1, 1. And Martingale is down, what was that, 11 plus 12 plus 12. So that's 35. 11 plus 12 plus 12 is 35. Well, Martingale doesn't have it. Martingale has 10 plus 4. He has 14. He's all in on the 4th hand. Okay? Exactly what we're going to do if he wins, I'm not. We'll figure that out. It's pretty easy. If he loses, he's done. He's out. Okay? May we play hand number 4 finally, please? Yes. 10, 4. Come on, good card. Okay. It's not the best, but it's a. You don't have to. You're not going to bust. 17 to a 4 stands. 10. Oh, that is not what you want to see. 13. That's a little bit better. 23. Okay. Now, Fibonacci. Oh, God. May I please pay back the easy ones first? Let me just get these done, okay? Don't want to do things out of sequence usually, but I just want to get that over with. I'm going to leave that like that to remind me, and that's here. Let me just set it up, okay? 1, 3, 2, 6. On the win, you have to. Your next wager is 3, so you have to bring out another one from your stack to bring that to 3. Flat betting is always a single unit. Paroli 1, so he presses the bet. Okay, so his next wager is 2. Going to look for to complete the cycle in after 3 wins. So after a wager of 4, unless there's splits and doubles that are 1, it goes 1, 2, 4. If on the win of the 4, it goes back to the 1. Okay, now I pay these guys back out of their loss columns. Fibonacci was at 21. He needs to start moving. He needs to go back to. Well, let's see what he's got left, and we'll figure out where he is in the sequence. Okay, so there is. I took an extra one from Fibonacci before. I'm giving it back. It's also good that I keep track of everything over here. Okay. The casino wouldn't do that either. You'd have to catch them in the act. Okay, so out of the loss column, 5, 10, 15, 16, 20, 21. Okay? Oh, you probably can't see that. They're out of the screen. Okay, 21. Okay, so then Fibonacci has 4 left back here. So it means if he moves back here to the 3, so that's move back 2 plus 1 plus 1. If he moves back to the 3, because he has 4 here, if he wins that, he'll move back 2 positions. He'll have 1 left in the loss column, and he'll have 1 left here. So that will work. Exactly how we got there, I guess we're going to have to keep an eye out on that. It doesn't look like you move back any more than 2 positions. I guess? I don't know. If you're seeing something different here, please put it in the comments. Help us all figure it out. Okay? So anyways, like I said, Fibonacci's next wager is going to be 3. So let's clean Fibonacci up a little bit here. He gets that 21 unit wager back. He just has to leave 3 out there in his position. And I mean, with that, Fibonacci is back in the game a bit. He's still going to be down some, but you know, certainly not as far. Okay, 1, 3, 2, 6. I already set that up with 3. Flat is 1. Paroli pressed to 2. Martingale wagered 14 because he was all in. That's all he had. So out of his loss column, we're going to give him back 14. Okay, I think that might not all be in the screen, but there you go. Hope you can see. I know it's dark. Okay, so let's just clear Martingale off for a second, because Martingale's easier to figure out because he just has to get back his loss column plus 1. So let's check his loss column. That's 10, 15, 21. Okay, so he's still down 21. So to get back his loss column plus gain 1, he's got to wager 22. Okay, 10, 5, 5, single, single, 22. Okay, and that leaves him like 6 back here. So he's alive, barely. That was hand 4. May we please play hand 5 out of an expected 45. If they all go like this, this will be like watching a whole full-length movie. Hey, it's not a split or a double down. Do you want a double down? No. 15 takes to a 7, needs a card. 18, okay. 16. Hey, you won. Okay, so Fibonacci out of his loss column, this is going to work. Gets back 3. We'll come back to that. The 1, 3, 2, 6 gets 3. Flat better gets 1. Paroli gets 2. Martingale, well, it's easy. There, he wagered 22. 10, 22. He gets back 10. 21 plus 1. So Martingale has closed the cycle now. He got back all of his losses, which was the 21, plus the 1 to make a payout of 22. So congratulations on that. And let me clean out the cards. That was hand 5. Okay, like I said before, Fibonacci still has 1 from 3, moves back 2 positions, still has 1 in the loss column, which is here. Okay, so he's in position 2 with a wager of 1. The 1, 3, 2, 6, following the sequence, 1, 3, 2, so that was a win on 2. He takes off the 3 plus 1 off of the base 3, so it takes off 4. He's at the wager of 2. Flat betting, of course, only bets 1. Paroli presses again. So that's a wager of 4. Martingale completed the cycle. Martingale starts his cycle all over at 1. And Martingale is actually, after being down in the dumps, is up by maybe that's somewhere around 5. Okay? And hand number 6. Okay. Now, hopefully we can go a little faster now, at a more normal rate. Ace check, not there. 9 to a 10 takes a card. 11, double down, nope. 21, 12, 14, 24, too many. So there, Fibonacci completes the cycle. Thankfully, I need some change, folks. Martingale's got plenty. Let's do it so you can see. 5. I'm going to need it again, but let me just do this. And Paroli, I'm going to give you 5 and take 1. Okay? That works too. Paroli, well, let me just leave that there. Okay? Let's see. Fibonacci is negative progressive, so it just takes back the win. 1, 3, 2, 6 needs to bring out... Actually, sorry, let me clear the cards. 1, 3, 2, 6, after winning a wager of 2, needs to bring out 2 more for a full wager of 6. So that's 5 plus 1. Flat betting is always 1. Paroli, like I was starting to say before, won the third consecutive wager. So he starts his, congratulations, Paroli completes the cycle, starts over at a single unit. Martingale just won at the beginning of its cycle, so that is there. It takes off the winning. Hand 7. This will get a little faster, I promise. See, 13 to a 4 stands. 14, 18. So Fibonacci loses this. Loses. You did not complete the cycle for a win, but you will go back to a single unit wager. That loses. Paroli loses. Martingale loses. Okay, now Fibonacci is in position 2. I'm not going to bring the chart out. Still a wager of 1. 1, 1, 1. Martingale lost 1. He's down 1, so he needs to wager 2. See? Faster. Okay. A 13 to a 2 is a stand. 10, 20, 'Well, that was easy. Okay, Fibonacci goes 1, 1, 2. So he's in position 3, wagering 2. 1, 3, 2, 6, bets 1. Flat betting 1. Paroli 1. Martingale is now down 3, so he wagers 4. Okay. Insurance. Insurance closed. Nobody takes insurance. Dealer Blackjack. And so that'll come off. And there we go. Okay, Fibonacci is 1, 1, 2, 3. You just lost the 2, so you're in position 4 with a wager of 3. 1, 3, 2, 6. Flat. Paroli all at singles. Martingale losing 4. 2 and 1 is now down 7. Next wager is 8. A red and 3 whites. I think you can, hope you can see all that. I know it's tight in there. And this is hand 10. $19 stands to a 7, 10, 12, 16, 23, too many. So Fibonacci gets paid back the 2 and the 1 from his lost column. These guys all get single units. And Martingale gets back all of his losses. So let me do it so you can see. I'm going to 4 plus 2 plus 1 is 7. He wagered 8, so I got to throw him 1 more right there. Okay. Okay, so take the cards. Fibonacci from 3 moves back 2 positions. Remember? 1, 2. So he's in position 2, wagering 1, which is fine because he still has 1 in the lost column, but he does get to take most of those chips off. 1, 3, 2, 6. Very quickly needs some change. Needs to put out another unit to make his wager 3 following the sequence. Flat betting takes this off. Paroli presses to 2. Martingale completed his cycle. Congratulations. Starts over, single wager 1 unit. And insurance. Insurance closed. He has it again. So that moves off. These come out. Martingale goes there. Okay. Oh, that was hand 11. Let me move this first set of 10 out. That was hand 11. Oops. Fibonacci in 3rd position in the sequence is a wager of 2. 1, 3, 2, 6 starting over at 1. Flat betting 1. Paroli at 1. Martingale down 1. Wagers 2. Always check here. Nope. 15 to a 10 takes a card. 19, 20. I honestly am trying to go fast. Fibonacci in position 4 now is a wager of 3. 1, 1. Change for Paroli. Oops. A little sloppy, but it's fine. Martingale losing 1 and 2 is now down 3, so he wagers 4. $17 stands to a 6, 8, 18. Fibonacci 1, 1, 2, 3, 5. Next wager is 5. I'm going to use whites. 1, 3, 2, 6 is 1. Flat betting is 1. Paroli is 1. Martingale with a loss of 4 is now down 7, so he wagers 8. That's 5 plus 3. And here we go. Very quickly, Paroli, no, Martingale and Paroli are very close. Oh, great! double down. 1326 is down. Flat better's doing. Flat better is also down about 10, 9 or 10. Fibonacci is down maybe around 10. Okay, so a double down. Fibonacci is a wager of 5. 1326 is a single unit. Flat better is 5. So that's change of 5. Single unit. Paroli is single unit. Martingale is at 8, doubling down. Okay, single card, 20. $14. You need 8 or higher. 8's the most important card. 15. 20. Push. Okay, push is with a double down, you take back the double down wager. And obviously the other hand, the other wager pushes your initial wager. You if you're in a sequence, same position, same wager. Okay, here we go. $19 stands, 14, too many. Okay, so Fibonacci had a wager of 5, so he gets back the 3 and the 2. Fibonacci's not out of it yet. Pay 1. Pay 1, pay 1. Martingale gets back all of his losses. 3 plus 2 plus 1 is 7, plus 1 more to make 8. So again, Martingale is out of the cycle at a single unit gain, as it's supposed to work. Okay. Fibonacci from 5 moves back 2 positions. Would be at 2. Wager of 2, which is fitting because he has 2 still here in his loss column. 1326 needs to bring out another unit for a wager of 3. Flat betting, of course, is there. Paroli presses to 2. Okay. Martingale starting a new cycle over single unit wager. I did not expect things to get this confusing and this long, all in one shoe. The last shoe we did was a much more straightforward. Well, again, a double down. So that's 2. Making change. That's 3 for the 1326. That's 2 for the Paroli. If Paroli wins, he still presses the entire thing. Okay, Martingale wager of whatever, a double down of 1 unit. 21. 9. 19. Okay, so Fibonacci gets back his 2. I need some change from someone. How about you, sir? That's one too many. Oh, so you can see there. 1326, that's 2 stacks of 3, so I'll just do 6. Flat better gets a couple of singles back. Paroli gets 2 plus 2, so I'm going to give you 5 and take 1. Martingale gets 2. Okay? So that wiped out the... Oops. Sorry, I still owe Fibonacci single there. I didn't pay him back enough. Okay. Oh, right, because I took back from the Fibonacci's loss column here and moved it up, and I got confused. It should be there to pay back the original wager, plus 2 to pay down his double down. I'm not sure if you can see that. Trust me, I'm doing it right. From a position 3 of wager of 2, that would have, this alone would have completed the cycle, and you got an extra bonus wager there. So congratulations, Fibonacci completed the cycle at slightly better than break even. 1326, this double down is just bonus payment, so you're following the sequence 132. So you get to take all this back, leaving 2 units out there. Flat betting, that's easy. Just take everything but 1. Paroli's going to press the whole thing. So that was a wager of 2. His next wager would be 4. Instead, his next wager is going to be 8, looking for 3 consecutive wins. Okay, so if he wins this, then he's done. Martingale just gets to take his winnings. Fibonacci completed, so he starts over. This is a wager of 2. Okay. Yeah. All right, let's have a little ace check here. 9 takes a card. 18, 20. So Paroli, that's tough luck right there, but that's, you know, the idea of pressing the bets. You won that, it would have been good luck for you. Okay, so Fibonacci's position 2, wager of 1, wager of 1, 1, 1. Martingale down 1, wagers 2. Oh, geez, this is the most interesting shoe ever. 9 to a 6 is obviously a double down. Martingale is 2, single card. 19, 16, 25, too many. So Fibonacci gets paid his 1. That would have completed his cycle. Then he gets a bonus. He gets some change. One, 3, 2, 6 gets paid 2, or 1 and 1. Flat better gets paid. I need change again. And where was I? Paroli gets paid. Martingale is going to close out his loss column with, that's 1 plus 1, and then he gets a bonus 2. Okay. Okay, so Fibonacci completed the cycle, the series. 1, 3, 2, 6 gets to take 1 off in that double down from 1 and leaving 3. Flat betting, of course, is single unit. Paroli presses the whole thing, so that's 1 consecutive win. So Paroli is going to again get a chance to bring his wager up. Okay, hand 9. That's all we are. That's all the farther that we are. 15 takes a card. 21 on 15. Too many. Okay. So Fibonacci gets paid. I need change again, somebody. 1, 3, 2, 6 gets paid. You know what I'm going to do? No, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to give Fibonacci a 5 and take 2 as change, okay? Flat better gets paid 1. Paroli, I'm going to give him, from his wager of 4, going to give him 5 and take 1. Martingale just gets 1. Let's just go there. Okay. That was a win. So the negative progressives, not being down in their sequence, will take theirs. That was a wager of of 3 for 1, 3, 2, 6. So he's going to move to a 2. So we'll just swap those around. Flat betting. That one's easy. Paroli is pressing. So he was at 4. Now Paroli is at 8. And Martingale just takes that off. And here we go, hand 20. It's hard for me to tell who's in the lead because I've had to make so much change. 12 to a 3 is a hit. 21, very nice. 13, 15, 17. Okay. 1 there. 2 there. 1 there. That's a win of 8 for Paroli. I'm going to give you a blue and take 2. And a single unit for Martingale. Go there. Okay, so Fibonacci takes his off. 1, 3, 2, 6 needs to bring out 2 more to make his next wager 6. Flat better takes that off. Paroli was... That was a wager of 8. So he won the first one. Made his wager 4. then made and won that and made his wager 8. So that's 3 in a row. He gets to take off these. So closed out his cycle, starts over at the beginning of single unit. Martingale, being negative progression, just takes off that win. The only one in a sequence is the 1, 3, 2, 6. Soft 17 to a 6. That's a double down. This really has been an interesting shoe. Sometimes some shoes you don't get to do anything fun. You get 19, dealer gets 20. This time you get all sorts of double downs and splits. Here we go. 19, okay? 17, dealer stands on all 17s. So we go through the payout procedure again. There's that. That's a wager. That's 6 and 6 is 12. I'm going to give you 15 and take 3 because I need the change. Okay, so we put that in here. Flat better gets a couple units there. Paroli gets a couple units there. And Martingale is going to make me change. Can you see it? That goes there. Martingale gets paid 2. Okay. So Fibonacci takes off his winnings. 1, 3, 2, 6 this time did complete the cycle from the wager of 6 with the double down. So that kind of helps make up for when he lost that that other one. So congratulations, 1, 3, 2, 6 on completing the cycle. Starting over, wager of 1, flat better is at 1. Paroli presses the whole thing after 1 consecutive win up to 4. Martingale takes off all his winnings. Okay. That was hand 20. Is that right? Yeah. Excuse me. That was hand 20 out of an expected 45. Okay, well, let's see what you have. You don't have. Okay, insurance. Insurance closed. Of course, you don't take it. Dealer blackjack. Okay. Fibonacci on a loss of 1 from first position moves to second position. Still a wager of 1. 1, 1, and 1 for these guys. Martingale losing 1. Now wagers 2. Here we go. I am trying to be quick. I know it's long and slow. Again, insurance and insurance closed. Soft 16 to an ace takes a card. That's hard 16. 23 is too many. Move those off. Bullets. Okay, position 3 for Fibonacci is a wager of 2 because he's down 2. Everybody else is 1 except for Martingale. Losing 1 and then losing 2 is down 3 to get back plus 1. Needs to wager 4. See, when it's not all these splits and double downs, it goes a little bit more regular speed. 12 to a 10 takes a card. That would be 17. 15. 25. So Fibonacci gets his 2 back, closes out his cycle, or closes out his sequence at break even, or yeah, break even. There might be. Hold on, let me just finish. The 3 from Martingale's loss column plus 1, so he closes out for all his losses plus 1. Fibonacci, and Martingale could. Hold on, I should take the cards away. Could close out, Fibonacci could close out at a profit if he won double downs or blackjacks. 1, 3, 2, 6 needs to bring out a single unit. Flatbetter puts that away. Paroli presses this. Martingale takes off all but 1, having completed this cycle. Fibonacci puts out 1. Okay. Oh boy, double down again. 11 to an 8. You need change. Back that up with 3, back that up with a single. Oh, need more change. I thought I had plenty of chips. Oops, that's one too many. That's for you there, and then... No, oops. That was me getting change for the dealer to Martingale. Then Paroli buys change. Okay. And backs his up with 2. Martingale backs up with a single. Okay, 1 card. 21. 17. Okay, so we got 2 right there. This is a win of 3 and 3 is 6. So I'm going to give you a blue and take off 4. 2 and 2. Paroli is a 2 and 2 is a wager of 4, so I'm going to give you a red, take 1. Martingale just gets 2. Put them on the same side as everyone else. Okay, clear the cards. Okay, so Fibonacci takes off his winnings. 1, 3, 2, 6. That was at the 3 position. So you just got bonus. So you're going to wager 2 and take back your blue. Flat better. That's easy. Paroli was at went from 1 to 2. That was the 2. So now he's going to press the whole thing. Instead of going to 4, he's going to go to 8, which is what he has right here. If he wins this, he'll complete his cycle. Martingale just takes off the winnings. Okay. This will be hand 25. Push. Everybody does the same bet. If you were in a sequence, well, Paroli sort of is, in the same spot. That doesn't count against the consecutive win idea. $16 to a 2 will stand. 11, 14, 24. 1 for you. Who's giving me change? You're going to give me change. Two for you, 1 for you. That's 8 for Paroli, completing 3 consecutive wins. I'm going to give you a 10 and take 2. Martingale gets 1. Okay, so Fibonacci takes his 1, 3, 2, 6 after a winning of 2, needs to bring out 2 more for a full wager of 6. Flat better takes his off. Paroli, like I said, completed his cycle. Back to a single unit, starting over. Martingale just takes off his winnings. That was hand 26, right? Okay. 18 stands to a 2. 8. 16. 26. Too many. 1 for Fibonacci. That's a win of 6. For the 1, 3, 2, 6, so he's completing the cycle. I'm going to give him a 10 and take 4. Flat better gets 1, Paroli gets 1, Martingale gets 1. Clear the cards. And Fibonacci takes his. He gets to take all but 1 for completing the cycle with the 1, 3, 2, 6. Flat better takes his winnings off. Paroli presses to 2. Martingale takes off his winnings. 14, let's check, takes a card. 24, 20, Fibonacci in second position in the sequence still is a wager of 1. 1, 3, 2, 6 is 1, 1, 1. Martingale losing 1, now wagers 2. $20 will stand to a 6. 14, 19, everybody gets paid. So there's, whoops, 1, 1, 1, 1, oops. And Martingale gets from his loss column plus 1. So Martingale closes his sequence, his cycle, with a gain of 1. like he intends to do. Oops. Fibonacci was supposed to get paid from his loss column. I paid from my rack. Fibonacci also has completed his cycle for break even. It was a very short cycle. Oops. 1326 needs to bring out another one to bring the wager to 3. Flat better takes it off. Paroli presses. Martingale takes off all but 1. 7 hits to a 6. 9 hits again. 12 will stand. A lot of little cards. If you're counting, doesn't matter. We still just stick to basic strategy. 13. Uh-oh. 16. 26. Too many. Okay, so Fibonacci gets 1. 1326. It's a wager of 3. I'll give you 5 and take 2. Flat better gets 1. Paroli gets 2. Martingale gets 1. Okay. That was another 10 hands, so that is 30. So we're about 2/3 of the way in. Fibonacci takes his winnings. 1326. That was at the 3 position, so he's going to put this away and put the second one on there for 2. Flat better takes his. Paroli presses, looking. That was 2 consecutive wins, looking for his 3rd to complete his cycle. And here we go. 12, oops, let's check. 12 to a 10, needs a card. 21, very nice. 14, 21, push. Repeat the bets, same positions. Doesn't count against Paroli's consecutive win streak. It's just a null hand. 5 to a 7 takes a card. 13, hits again to a 7. 23 is too many. Paroli and 1326 did not complete their cycles. 17. Fibonacci's moving to position 2, which is still a wager of 1. 1326 needs some change. Is starting over at position at the 1, the first position in his sequence 1. Paroli starting at a wager of 1. Martingale losing 1, moving up to a wager of 2. I think this will be at least an interesting count at the end, having been the world's most interesting shoe, although it's gotten a little less, say, interesting. 13 stands to a 3. 11, 21. Okay. It's definitely not interesting when you're losing. That's position now 3 for Fibonacci is a wager of 2. 1, 1, 1. Martingale is now down 3, so he wagers 4. $17 will stand. Let's see what he's got. 16, okay, 26. So Fibonacci closes his cycle, getting back the 2 from his loss column. 1326 will get paid. Flat gets paid. Paroli gets paid. Martingale gets back the 3 from his loss column plus 1, so he completed his sequence as well. Clear the cards. Fibonacci dropping back to the beginning of his cycle, single unit. 1326 needs to bring out another one. The flat better takes his. Paroli presses. Martingale takes back all but 1. What is this? Hand 35. I really can't tell. The only one I can tell is the flat better is down a little bit. Not a lot. That's the only one I can tell at a glance. Actually, no, he's maybe down about 10. Let's check for an ace. A 9 to a 10 takes a card. That is 18. 19. So that resets the positive progressive systems, but Fibonacci moves to position 2. Single unit, single unit, single unit, single unit. Martingale down 1. Now wagers 2. Hand 36. 14 to a 4 will stand. 6. 16. Perfect. 22. So Fibonacci gets back the 1 from his lost column. The 1326 gets 1. The flat better gets 1. The Paroli gets 1. The Martingale gets the 1 from his lost column. Plus 1 completes his cycle. Okay? Clear the cards. Fibonacci starts over. 1326 needs to add 1 to get to 3. Flat better takes off. Paroli presses. Martingale takes all but 1. And here we go. Right. Have you gotten a blackjack in this shoe? I don't think you have. I'm pretty sure that's just a hit, but I will just make sure. Yes. To a dealer 4, you double down. To a 3, it's just a hit. That is a soft 17, and I'm pretty sure you still hit that, but let's make sure. Soft 17 to a 3 is a double down if you can. Since you cannot, you still hit. What is that? 15. You're done. 13. 16. 26. Too many. So let's go 1. I'm going to give you a 5 and take 2. Flat better gets 1. Paroli gets 2. Martingale gets 1. And we clear out. There's 37. Fibonacci takes his single unit. I am going to have to make change. Who's got over there? Okay, so there's a 10. I'm going to take 10 from, change 10 from Martingale. I'm not just going to take it. 10 to 10. Okay, where was I? What did I have to do? Uh-oh. Why did I need change? Help! Why did I need change? Oh. I needed change because we're setting up for the next hand. Okay, that's where we were. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. There. 1, 3, 2, 6 gets to take some of those off. That's what, because he didn't have any whites to make his next wager 2. So I had to give him change for that red that I gave him. This is where we were. Flat better takes that off. Paroli presses. That's 2 consecutive wins, looking for 3 in a row. Martingale takes off. Phew. Okay, I figured it out. I don't have the luxury of rewinding in real time. Hey, look at that, a blackjack. Let's see what we have under here. It's not an ace. So, let's go 1.5. Even though that's a quarter, it represents a half of a unit. 2 plus 1. 1. I'll get on there. And a half. Paroli was at 4, so that is 6. Just make it easy for me there. And who's got lots? Fibonacci has a lot. Okay. And I have to pay Martingale single unit. Okay. So, Fibonacci just takes off his winnings. 1, 3, 2, 6. That was a wager of 2. So instead of, in order to move up to the 6, he just has to bring out 1 since he got the bonus from the blackjack. Oh, by the way, let me take that off. Well, I'm all mixed. My sequence is all mixed up. It's fine. 20. Okay. Flat better, of course, takes off and only bets a single unit. Paroli completed his sequence, his cycle, with 3 consecutive wins. Congratulations. Martingale takes off. Okay, so 1, 6, 1, 1, 1. So it's the only one actually in a sequence right now, looking to complete the cycle. 18 will stand. 5, 15, 15, 17. There you go. Give you 1. That's 6. So I'll give you 10 and take 4. Give you 1, give you 1, give you 1. Okay. So, Fibonacci takes. Congratulations, 1, 3, 2, 6 on completing the cycle. Flat better takes his profits. Paroli presses. Martingale takes his winnings. The only one that's in a sequence right now is Paroli after one consecutive win. 13, just check. 13 to a 10 takes a card. 23 too many. 20. Okay, that is another 10 hands. That's 40. So we're expecting to get at least 45. We might not because of all the splitting that we had done early in the world's most interesting shoe. Fibonacci losing 1 moves to position 2, still single wager. 1 through 2, 6 is 1. Flat betting is 1. Paroli is 1. Martingale is down 1, so wagers 2. The shoe's gotten a little bit less interesting. It just happened to be front-loaded there. 20 stands. 14, 24. So Fibonacci closes out his losing streak at break even. Pays 1, pays 1, pays 1. Martingale gets back the 1 from his loss column. Plus 1, so he closes out for a gain of 1 unit. Fibonacci, that was a win, so he goes there. 1, 3, 2, 6 needs to bring out another one for a wager of 3. Flat betting takes us off. Paroli presses. Martingale takes off all but 1. And we go to hand 42. 20 will stand to a 6. 16, 18. Okay. So we got, size them in. 1, 3, 1, 2, 1. Okay. Fibonacci takes that off. 1, 3, 2, 6 takes off the winnings, plus 1 off the original to leave 2 following the sequence. 1, 3, 2, 6. Flat betting takes off. Paroli presses. That's 2 in a row. Looking for 3 in a row. That's a wager of 4. Martingale takes off. And hand 43. 20 will stand. 15. Ooh, 21. Paroli does not complete the cycle. Neither does the 1, 3, 2, 6. Fibonacci and Martingale are now both down 1. Fibonacci second position, still wagers 1. 1, 1, 1. Martingale down 1, wagers 2. Hand 44. 19 stands to a 5. 11. 19, push. Same bets, same position for anybody in a sequence. And look, I can speed up because I don't have to do anything. Whew. Joker. This is hand 45. That's our cut card. Insurance. Insurance closed. 9 takes a card. 16 hits again. 25 too many. 18. Now, both, okay, that's the end of the shoe. 45 hands. Both Fibonacci and Martingale are in the middle of their sequences. Table's closed. You know, you're not very far down. Fibonacci's only down 2 and Martingale's down 3 for this losing streak. Whether you're, you know, however far in you are into your sequence, or if you're even up into your sequence, you need to decide what you're going to do on the opening of the next shoe. Are you going to start over, or are you going to pick up where you left off? That's something that you'll have to decide yourself. I would say, and you don't have to follow my advice, is if you are up, then I would pocket your winnings over your original buy-in and start over from there. If you're down, you may want to continue where you were in the sequence, especially for, well, at least for these for negative progressives. Because that's the only, if you're going to try to start over, you're starting over with a smaller bankroll. Either that or pull money out of your pocket and replenish and start over, which is effectively what we do here as we run one of these series every day. So let's count them up. I'm going to go from your left. I have no idea. It's really hard for me to see because everybody's chips got cashed in differently. That's 10, 20, do by 10s, 30, 40, 50. Oh, so Martingale's going to be ahead. That's his original buy-in right there of 50 units. Let's see what he's got extra. He's got these two. That's easy. That's 10. That's 5. Oops, should have stacked them first. That's 10 plus 3. So that would be a gain of 23 for Martingale. I'm going to kind of put those here in such a way that it's easy for me to see them. So, okay, Paroli, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. That's Paroli's original buy-in. Okay, and then he's got everything else being profit. So it's 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. Okay? I'm going to do that. See, now I have to, oh yeah, I can see easily. 23, 17 for Paroli. Flat better. This is our benchmark. 10, 20, 30, 5. What did I say? 10, 20, 35, 40, 45. I think you can see that. 44. I mean, sorry. 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 49 and a half. Only down a half of a unit. Not too bad. That pretty much should represent the house edge. I'm going to just keep this, I know how I'll do it. I will put them upside down to show that he's down by this half of a unit. 23, up 17, down a half. 10 for 1, 3, 2, 6 now. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Right there, that's his original buy-in. Okay, now he's got gains. 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up 35. Wow, very nice. Okay, so I'm going to do, let me do it so I can see it. 30 and 5. Okay, and try to scoot over to give Fibonacci some space. $10, $20, $30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 25. Wait, actually, let me take that. Right there, that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. That's the Fibonacci original buy-in right there. Okay, so this is gains for Fibonacci being, I hope you can see it, 5, 10, so 5, 10, 15, sorry. 15 and a half. Okay, so let's go. That again, that was exactly 45 hands, which has been the lowest or fewest number of hands that we've gotten. Martingale, gain of 23. Paroli, gain of 17. Flat better, down a half a unit. 1, 3, 2, 6, up 35. Fibonacci up 15 and a half. Okay, so that would put the 1, 3, 2, 6 as the winner this time. Remember, the beginning of the shoe was a lot of splits and double downs. That probably really ate into, although then they worked it back because they didn't. That only happens if you bust out. I don't know. That's just how it worked out. These guys were in their sequence. He was only down 2, so if he got that back, it wouldn't change it all that much. He would go from 15 and a half to 17 and a half. Martingale was only down 3, so if he would have won on the next hand, he would have gotten back 3 plus 1, so 4. So that would have been 10, 23, would have been 27. Still, and winning would have also gotten netted these other systems a little bit more. So 1, 3, 2, 6 would have won, would have still clearly won. Flat better, if won a couple more hands, could have gotten slightly back into the positive. Again, one more time, it makes it easier for me in the summary. 45 hands, Martingale plus 23, Paroli plus 17, flat better minus half a unit, 1, 3, 2, 6 plus 35, Fibonacci plus 15 and a half. I'm sorry that was long. Hope you enjoyed it though. Thanks for watching. Bye.